Hey, what's up? Welcome to my channel. Tonight we're watching Goodfellas, starring Al Pacino and Joe Pesci. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right this time. The poster looked sort of Godfather-ish, and also it was suggested when I watched The Godfather, and this one is also a crime thriller and stuff like that. And I was also told that this one is based mostly on a true story, which is always very interesting. I wanted to watch something crime, thriller, something serious, so that's why we're watching this tonight. And without any delay, let's just get right into it. This film is based on a true story.
What? No.
That's a really weird noise. Someone in your trunk?
No.
Still alive.
No.
Oh.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
What did the poor guy do?
To me, being a gangster was better than being president of the United States. They did whatever they wanted. They double parked in front of a hydrant and nobody ever gave them a ticket. Tony Cicero.
He's just observing all the other gangsters, like, this is what I want to be.
Paulie didn't have to move for anybody. He liked that I got myself a job. He always used to say that American kids were spoiled lazy.
They would not be proud if they found out that you're dreaming about being a gangster.
I could go anywhere. I could do anything. I knew everybody and everybody knew me.
Letter from school. Says you haven't been there in months.
Ooh.
In months!
Are you going to talk to his dad? Oh no!
You know where he lives? Yeah. Deliver mail to his house?
Answer.
Another letter from that school goes to that kid's house. In the fucking oven, you're gonna go ahead first.
No more letters from anybody.
I thought they were kidnapping his dad.
They used to get all his calls secondhand. Then you'd have to call the people back from an outside phone. Only the top guys could meet with Paulie to discuss the problem. Everything was one-on-one. Paulie hated conferences.
So Paulie is his hero?
What Paulie and the organization does is offer protection for people who can't go to the cops. People looked at me differently, and they knew I was with somebody. At 13, I was making more money than most of the grown-ups in the neighborhood.
Living the life.
Look at my shoes, aren't they great? My God. You look like a gangster.
You wasted 8 fucking aprons on this guy. I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. You gotta toughen this kid up.
So he's just stopped going to school at all. He was already not going, and now they're not receiving any letters either.
It was when I met the world. It was when I first met Jimmy Conway. I mean, the bartender got 100 just for keeping the ice cubes cold.
Yeah, I was gonna say to take all your kiddies' money.
I'd like you to meet the kid, Henry.
How you doing? Pleasure.
He was doing hits for mob bosses when he was 16. See, hits never bothered Jimmy. Jimmy was the kind of guy who rooted for the bad guys in the movies.
I feel like we're gonna be rooting for the bad guys in this movie, even though we don't do that in real life.
They called him Jimmy the Gent.
Tommy, help the lady.
The drivers loved him.
Say hello to Tommy.
Hey, how you doing, Andrew?
We're just gonna be working together.
He made them partners.
Okay. Jimmy, I complain, but who'd listen?
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, it's all right.
Why, will you get permission from your mother?
How many clowns you need?
What?
No, you don't understand.
You don't understand.
Oh, what?
Store's closed.
People of the state of New York versus Henry Hill, docket number 704.
Counselor, proceed.
I thought you'd be mad.
Man, I'm not mad. I'm proud of you. Never rat on your friends. And always keep your mouth shut.
Because snitches get stitches. Look at how happy they all are. It's so silly. It's such a big achievement. 1963. Grown Up?
When we needed money, we'd rob the airport.
Wow.
There was Jimmy and Tommy and me, and there was Anthony Stabile, Freddie No Nose,
He has a nose.
Jimmy Two Times, who got that nickname because he said everything twice, like,
I'm gonna go get the papers,
That sounds like something you'd start doing for fun, repeating everything twice, but then you get so used to it and you just can't stop doing that.
I'm the midnight date man. I'm the commandant. He just comes in like he's picking up lost baggies with Tommy D.
Really? Is it really going to be that easy?
He said, no, you're going to tell me something today, tough guy. I said, all right, I'll tell you something. Go fuck your mother. I see in front of me this big prick again. He says, oh, what do you want to tell me now, tough guy? I said, Bing, what are you doing here? I thought I'd tell you to go fuck your mother.
Really funny.
What do you mean the way I talk? What?
It's just, you know.
Oh.
Funny how? What?
Just, you know, you're funny.
I'm here to fucking amuse you? What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
You told a funny story and he complimented you on that.
What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me. Tell me what's funny. Don't be like fucking moron. You don't want to bring the chick.
You're a funny guy.
That's it, Henry.
You really are a funny guy.
I talked to them a million times. They don't listen.
If you tell him, he'll stop. You know I'm no fence jump. I'm around you all my life. You tell me what I gotta do. Whatever the fuck I gotta do, I'm gonna do. No?
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What do you want from me? I don't know what. I don't know nothing about the restaurant business. Tommy's a bad kid. He's a bad seed. What am I supposed to do? Shoot him?
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Another fucking few minutes, it could be a stool. That's how often he's in there. You understand?
You want me to be your partner?
now the guy's got Paulie as a partner. Any problems, he goes to Paulie. Trouble with the bill, he can go to Paulie. Business bad? Fuck you, pay me. Oh, you had a fire? Fuck you, pay me.
So, pros and cons.
And then finally, when there's nothing left,
Fucking shame.
you bust the joint out. You light a match.
She don't want to go out with Italians alone. She's prejudiced against Italians. I figure you come along and go out with a girl.
See, I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it.
You knew what? It's like, I don't know. It's
Smoke.
What? She's fucking beautiful. Her fucking family, they live in...
I had a meeting with Tony around 11 o'clock, and here I am, a backup guy for Tommy.
Are you going to find someone? No. I thought he was going to just fall in love with the
I
girl.
couldn't wait to get away.
The friend.
I was ordering the dessert when they were eating dinner.
I couldn't stand him. I thought he
Oh.
was really obnoxious.
I guess these two really are going to be something.
But I made Tommy take me looking for him.
It was this Friday and you agreed, so you're a liar.
Come on, we can talk about this, all right? Take it easy.
Talk about it?
I remember she's screaming on the street, and I mean loud, but she looked good.
Think about it.
You have to cover that cross. My mother sees that cross.
Karen, my daughter says that you're half Jewish.
Oh.
Just the good half.
How you doing, Gino? All right, good, good.
This cannot have a happy ending. I mean, everything is going so well. It's just the first half hour, maybe. That's how long it's been. And everything is going perfect till now. Almost.
How you doing? Henry, nice to see you. Yeah, good seeing you. Hi, how are you?
This is what Mr. told me over there.
Where? Over there. Oh, thanks a lot, Tony.
What do you do?
I'm in construction.
Glad to be here. Take my wife, please. I take my wife everywhere, but she finds her way home.
Air France made me.
That
We walked out with
easily.
$420,000 without using a gun.
Anybody asks you where you got it in Vegas playing craps. All right? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah?
Henry, this is Bruce. Bruce, this is Henry.
Good to meet you.
Who's that?
Do you know him?
Yeah, he's Bruce.
He lives across the street. One night, Bobby Vinton sent us champagne. There was nothing like it. He introduced me to everybody. Everybody wanted to be nice to him.
And you did not think why? 21. Just 21.
Don't buy wigs that come off at the wrong time. Maury's wigs don't come off!
Henry, you're a good kid. I've been good to you, you've been good to me, but there's something quite unreasonable going on here.
You know, Jimmy, you borrowed his money. Pay him.
I didn't agree to 3 points above the vig. What am I, fucking nuts?
What do you fuck him in the other ear?
Oh, don't say those things.
You got money for that fucking commercial, you know? Fucking commercial. Don't
Oh, this is the wig guy. The wig came off.
Where? Stay there. Don't move. I really. What happened to Karen, Jimmy?
Money today.
What happened to Karen?
What?
This guy who lives across the street from me that I've known all my life.
Bruce?
I told him to stop. He didn't stop. I hit him back.
Bruce is gonna get a beating. No.
Oh, hey, Henry. What are you doing?
Sell it.
Hi, Bruce. Are you all right?
I gotta admit the truth. It turned me on.
Oh.
That is my dream. And you're still bouncing around from girl to girl.
We don't see much of his family.
It was like he had 2 families, and almost all of them were named Peter or Paul. Plus, they were all married to girls named Marie.
Easier to remember.
By the time I finished meeting everybody, I thought I was drunk.
So beautiful.
You're getting money.
The bag with all the envelopes, all the money.
Don't worry about that. Nobody's gonna steal that here.
That's true.
That is my...
He's a grown-up. He doesn't have to call every 5 minutes.
If he was such a grown-up, why doesn't he get you 2 an apartment? Your father never stayed out all night without calling.
Stay out? Daddy never went out at all, Ma.
A married man does not stay out like this.
He's gonna go back.
Don't do that!
I'm from Miami. You ever been there? It's okay, but its kid gets killed.
When the grandmother hears it and finds out he's in jail, she has a heart attack. She drops dead right on the spot.
As soon as something happens, you automatically make them out to be saints.
And they talked about how rotten their kids were and about beating them with broom handles and leather belts.
You know why Jeannie's husband went to the can? Because of Jeannie, because he wanted to get away from her. That's why. I know what I'm doing. I got things organized with these guys.
This strong box, you fucking vomit. Easy. I'm riding shotgun.
Did you see him get it right over?
Being together all the time made everything seem all the more normal.
Yeah, everybody around you is living the same life. Everybody you know.
You boys want some coffee?
Coffee, thanks anyway.
All right. Just be careful. But mostly they were just looking for a handout, a few bucks to keep things quiet no matter what they found.
Oh, baby now.
Mickey Conway used to curse at them and spit on the floor. She used to spit on her own floor. That never made any sense to me.
She's gonna be the smartest of them all. The wives. She's gonna be the smartest.
Anniversaries, christenings. We only went to each other's houses. And when we went to the islands or Vegas for vacation, we always went together. No outsiders.
I got something lined up.
Yeah, but tomorrow night's the only night she can do it. Pretty please? I wanted to go shopping. Can I get some money?
How much do you need?
Now that boy I love has come to me.
1970 is what we saw in the beginning with the guy in the trunk. That was 1970. Are we gonna see that again?
Hi, how are you? Sit down, have a drink. Come on. Hey, Tommy, all dressed up.
Are you gonna get into a fight?
Oh, he make your shoes look like fucking mirrors. Excuse my language. He was terrific. He was the best.
I don't shine shoes anymore.
Relax, will you? For crying out, what's getting to you? Sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
I'm sorry, too. It's okay, no problem.
Okay. Now go home and get your fucking shine box. Come on, come on, come on! Let him go.
He's bought his fucking button at the fake.
Sorry, Tommy gets a little loaded. He doesn't mean any disrespect.
You don't mean any disrespect.
He didn't mean any disrespect. You meant disrespect.
I mean, the kid's over here. We're hugging and kissing over here, and 2 minutes later, he's acting like a fucking jerk.
You insulted him a little bit. You got a little out of order yourself.
I didn't insult him.
I feel like he's gonna come back. He was saying keep him here.
You understand? Yeah.
Oh wait, is this the guy who was in the trunk? Oh. Yeah, it was this guy.
Look who's here. What are you doing? What happened? Look, go inside, make yourselves comfortable. I'll make you something to eat.
Stuff is great, but it's like lead.
So tell me, where you been?
There's a body in your trunk. And that guy's not even dead.
I hit one of those deers. That's where all the blood came from. I told you. Jimmy told you before. Anyway, I'll bring your knife back if needed. Anyway.
Delicious.
Thank you. Why don't you get yourself a nice girl?
Don't bring that knife back.
I settle down almost every night, but then in the morning I'm free. I love you. I want to be with you.
But in Italian, it sounds much nicer. You know.
Yeah,
Did Tom ever tell you about my painting?
No.
Look at this.
Keep it right next to you.
And this guy's saying, what do you want from me? Guy's got a nice head of white hair. Look how beautiful the dog is.
Sometimes, even if people didn't get out of line, they got whacked. I mean, hits just became a habit for some of the guys. Tommy had killed a made guy. That was part of the Gambino crew and was considered untouchable. You had to have a sit-down, and you better get an okay, or you'd be the one who got whacked.
So is Henry gonna get into most trouble for it somehow?
Last week we saw Sammy Davis Jr. You gotta see the show. What a performer.
You know, he's got personality.
Personality. Being young or just like our personality.
Pretend you don't see her at all.
Didn't think you would be the kind of guy to be out with anybody other than his wife. But I'm not surprised. 2 kids.
What do you hear about that thing?
What thing, that Brooklyn thing?
No, the guy from downtown.
Nobody knows what happened to him.
The guy that
He
killed.
came into the joint that one night, and then he just disappeared. That was it.
Okay, so that is what's gonna cause a problem. Till now everything was going smooth, but now that thing is gonna cause a problem.
They just sold the property and they want to make it into condominiums.
Jimmy, it's been 6 months.
I don't care how long it's been. We got to get it out of there right away.
It's been 6 months? Oh.
Oh, that's so bad.
I set up Janice in an apartment around the corner from the suite. That way I was able to stay over a couple nights a week.
That crystal ball or what?
I had to straighten out her boss a little bit.
Fucking Janice can do whatever she wants to do. You got it? Got it? Got it?
How you like the other friend?
What am I, a mirage?
What?
What? Where's my fucking drink? I asked you for a drink.
I thought you said I was all right, Spider. So
No, you ain't all right, Spidey. You got a lot of fucking problems.
No, I thought you said.
Give me a fucking drink. Move it, you little prick. You walk like fucking Step and Fetch him.
He's ready to fight with everybody. Whoa, 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 oh.
So he got shot in the foot. What is it, a big fucking deal?
Vito, get a towel.
Let him crawl there like he crawls for the fucking
Take
drink.
him down the doctor. Take him to the doctor down the street.
Poor guy.
It's an accident. Fuck him. Little fucking accident.
I'm telling you, I look in your face and I know that you're lying! Get out of my life!
Oh no, little kid. Oh, poor guy.
Tell the truth, you're looking for sympathy. Is that it, sweetie?
Why don't you go fuck yourself, Tom?
But don't take no shit off nobody. He shoots him in the foot. He tells him to go fuck himself.
Why is he so quiet?
You gonna let him get away with that? You gonna let this fucking punk get away with that? What's the matter?
Oh my god.
I'm fucking kidding with you. You fucking shoot the guy?
He's dead.
Stupid bastard. I can't fucking believe you.
Where are the shovels?
Oh my god.
You keep away from my husband, you hear me? Is this the superintendent? Yes, I want you to know, sir, that you have a hole living in Soho! Rossi!
Karen. Suddenly thinking about the guy he was talking about, that he went to jail to get away from his wife.
Karen, take it easy. I love you. You know I love you.
No matter how bad I felt, I was still very attracted to him.
You know I love you, don't you?
Is he gonna keep talking that softly after she puts the gun down?
Maybe. Come on.
What is he gonna do after? Oh.
Oh, you fucking crazy Karen. I should fucking kill you!
Hi, Jimmy. How are ya?
Good.
Thank you.
Karen came to the house. She's very upset. This is no good. You gotta straighten this thing out. You gotta take it easy. You got children. I'm not saying you gotta go back there this minute, but you gotta go back.
You have to do the right thing. You have to go home to the family, you understand? You gotta go home.
Jimmy and Tommy were going down to Tampa this weekend to pick up something for me. Instead, you go with Jimmy.
Yeah, you come with me. She'll never divorce him. She'll kill him, but she won't divorce him.
Yeah, yeah.
That is true.
I swear. You're the pirate.
Whoa. Why zoo? Why lion?
When we got home, we were all over the newspaper. At first, I didn't even know why we got picked up. Judge gave Jimmy and me 10 years like he was giving away candy.
10 years in a federal
10 years?
Good trip, good life. Get out soon. Good trip, sweetheart.
Your kids are gonna be all grown up.
I'll call you up if I get a chance. Now take me to jail.
That's how you go to jail.
Vinny was in charge of the tomato sauce.
Ah, got the smell.
Yeah, obviously prison is not going to be hell for these guys.
I felt he used too many onions, but it was still a very good sauce.
Don't put too many onions in the sauce.
When you think of prison, you get pictures in your mind of all those old movies with rows and rows of guys behind bars. I mean, everybody else in the joint was doing real time, all mixed together, living like pigs. But we lived alone.
What else?
Nice.
Some red wine. Okay.
It's like they're living... Can't even come up with a good example, but you know what I mean. Not jail. This is not prison.
Believe me. Johnny? Yeah, I'll take that.
What are these medicines that you take? Drugs?
Some of these guys bring in books that they bring in.
I can't stop people from coming to see me.
Let us sneak this stuff in for you every week. Let us sneak this shit in for you. Let us sneak this shit in. Just stop it, Karen.
Oh, babies, I feel so bad for the kids.
Nobody's helping me. I'm afraid. I'm afraid if Paulie finds out.
What did I just say?
Well, he finds out what?
We gotta be really, really careful while we do it.
4 years. Do you have to go back to prison?
Karen, get packed. We're moving out of here.
You have to go see your parole officer tomorrow.
Karen, don't worry about it.
Just stay away from the garbage, you know what I mean?
Well, Paulie,
I'm not talking about what you did inside.
The pills, the things that he was doing with the pills?
You think I would take chances like Jimmy?
And Tommy, he's a good kid too, but he's crazy. He's a cowboy. He's got too much to prove. Gribbs is 70 years old and the fucking guy's gonna die in prison. I don't need that. Gribbs got 20 years just for saying hello to some fucker who was sneaking behind his back selling junk. You see anybody fucking around with this shit, you're gonna tell me, right?
Yeah.
That means anybody.
I started using Sandy's place to mix the stuff, and even with Sandy snorting more than she mixed, I could see that this was a really good business. I knew Paulie would never find out. Within a couple of weeks, it got to be so big, I needed some help.
Oh, you're gonna get in trouble with Paulie.
And this we just had to have made special. Go ahead, sit in it, Val. This was important. It came in 2 pieces. Can you believe what they can do?
He's gonna check everything out. He's looking into it. We'll see what happens. No promises.
And these are the guys that Jimmy put together for what turned out to be the biggest heist in American history. Even Stax Edwards got in on it. We used to hang around the lounge and play guitar. Just because he set this up, he felt he could bust Jimmy's balls for an advance on the money we were gonna steal. I had everybody working for me. Even our old babysitter, Lois Bird.
Is this the same baby you used last week? No, that one was my sister's.
You used last week? What do you mean? Oh my god.
Hey, where you going? Where you
Come
going?
on, don't start. I gotta go do this thing.
Nobody knows for sure just how much was taken in the daring pre-dawn raid at the Lufthansa cargo terminal at Kennedy Airport.
They did it.
It looks like a big one, maybe the biggest this town has ever seen. Stay tuned.
I bought it for my wife. It's a cool. I love that car. Nice enough to go buy anything for a while. Yeah, but fucking car. It's a wedding gift, Jimmy. You stupid. We got a million fucking bulls out there. Everybody's watching us, and you get a fucking car. But it's telling me I'm excited. What's the matter with you? I apologize. What's the matter with you?
He's apologizing.
What the fuck is the matter with you?
What did I tell you? You don't buy anything, you hear me? Don't buy anything.
Believe this. What are you, stupid or what? Excuse me. What's the matter? Take it off.
2 days, one guy fucking caddy, one gets a $20,000 mink. Bring it back.
So, I mean, if I even look at anyone else, kill me. Great.
Believe them?
She's so proud of that.
Say listen, I need the money.
Maury, relax. Relax, okay?
Jimmy's already really angry as it is.
Jimmy. I'll talk to him. Poison in my eyes.
Morris, baby, are you all right?
No.
Your share. Just a little taste.
Jimmy.
Do what Frankie and Johnny did. Don't be a moral with the money. Do what's right, understand?
Yeah, of course. I got the most expensive treat I had.
Get yourself
something nice, okay?
Lufthansa should have been our ultimate score. The heist of a lifetime.
But it wasn't.
Oh, stop! Up and up! What the fuck are you doing? Come on, Frankie will make coffee. Get it, Frankie, make coffee. Yeah, you're always fucking late. You're late for your own fucking funeral.
What? Why?
So come over, Joe. Money.
Oh.
What the fuck you doing?
Oh, why? Are you killing people?
Instead of getting rid of the truck like he was supposed to, he got stoned, went to his girlfriend's, and by the time he woke up, the cops had found the truck.
Oh. Okay.
It was just a matter of time before they got to Stax.
I thought he was killing a lot of the less important people in the group who were involved, so they don't have to share money with a lot of people.
Where are you gonna go?
It's one papers.
You're gonna make him.
He's gonna make you.
Make you what?
We're gonna work for this guy one day. He's gonna be a boss.
Jimmy, can I talk to you a second, eh? Kim, what is it? I mastermind the goddamn thing. I'm left with Kim. I want my money.
You're gonna get your money. You just gotta stop busting balls.
Oh, Henry boy, the pipes are calling. Summer's gone.
Are they going to kill this guy?
Maury tells his wife everything.
More again?
That's when I knew Jimmy was gonna whack Maury.
I get you in the eye. Stop breaking my balls, all right?
I was just stalling for time.
I walk away, we start to go in the fucking joint. All of a sudden, I don't want to turn around. I'm banging his head. I'm biting his fucking face. I'm pulling hair out of his head. I beat him to a fucking pulp. Blood all over my fucking clothes. He's laughing at me all the way.
It was like a load off my mind.
No, I think he's still gonna kill him.
Can I talk to you now?
Oh, you know you're a pisser. Yeah. You're a real pisser. Come on, let's grab coffee.
Oh, you want to go to Dino or what? We'll go to Dino over there on the boulevard. No.
Chop him up and get rid of the car. Call me when you're through.
All right, Frankie, let's chop him up.
Who is it?
It's Bill. Open up.
He's missing. I know something
He's
happened.
probably drunk and fell asleep somewhere. Let me go upstairs and get changed. I'll take you home, and then I'll go looking for him.
What the fuck you want me to tell Bill? He's a fuck fella. We ran off with some broad. What do you care about her?
Come on, fuckos, let's go for a ride. Keep them up all night.
Oh no. Is he gonna kill that person too? The one who bought that white fur coat for his wife?
Jimmy was cutting every link between himself and the robbery, but it had nothing to do with me. I gave Jimmy the tip and he gave me some Christmas money. Made him sick to have to turn money over to the guys who stole it. He'd rather whack them. Still, months after the robbery, they were finding bodies all over.
All these mean guys that we see, Jimmy, Henry, what is Joe Pesci's character's name? Tommy? Oh, is it the guy who bought the fur coat?
They found Carbone in the meat truck.
Yeah, these main guys and Polly, I feel like one of them is gonna kill someone else.
The thing that made Jimmy so happy that morning was that this was the day that Tommy was being made.
Tommy, yes.
Home, I'm leaving. I've been here all the way. Let me look at you and you look like...
Like they're so close. I feel like something's gonna happen.
I love you. Don't paint any more religious pictures, please.
To become a member of a crew, you've got to be 100% Italian so they can trace all your relatives back to the old country.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering about that. Thanks for explaining.
It means that nobody can fuck around with you. It also means you could fuck around with anybody just as long as they aren't also a member.
Tommy already does anything he wants.
With Tommy being made, it was like we were all being made.
Mm.
We had a problem. We tried to do everything we could. Shit. What do you mean?
Oh, I knew one of them was gonna die.
He's gone.
I thought one of them was gonna die because of another, but knew one of them was gonna die.
It was revenge for Billy Bats. And a lot of other things.
I knew the Billy Bats thing was gonna come back.
Bats was a made man and Tommy wasn't.
Mm. At the end of the day, they're still bad guys, so I don't feel that bad. Are you being followed?
I knew I was gonna get stuck for the money. I only bought the damn guns because he wanted them and now he didn't want them. Jimmy was so pissed off he didn't even say goodbye.
Stop with those fucking drugs. They're making your mind into mush.
Well, his doctor wanted to put me in bed. I told him about the accident and I said I was partying all night.
No, I'm fine, Doc.
Come on, get over here.
He took mercy on me. He gave me 10 milligrams of Valium and sent me home.
Helicopter? See right there? Right in front of us there. I think it's been following me all morning. I've seen it every time. I've been all over town, and I think I've seen it all day.
It was Michael's favorite. I was making ziti with the meat gravy and I'm planning to roast some peppers over the flames. Now, my plan was to start the dinner early so Karen and I could unload the guns that Jimmy didn't want. So I asked my brother Michael to watch the sauce, and Karen and I started out.
I love the way that they're showing all of this with him narrating and...
Yep, that's it. There it is. Come on, you gotta get to your mother.
Why is that chopper just following them and not really doing anything else? Just not stopping him?
Go inside and dream up not to touch anything outside the house. Nothing. Thinks I'm paranoid. Should bring him the fucking helicopter, and we'll see how paranoid I am. Yeah, it's done. Come on, let's go back to
It'll come back.
You want to see helicopters? Come on, I'll show you helicopters. Come on.
Seen enough helicopters before.
Then I had the cooking to finish at home, and I had to get Lois ready for her trip.
So many things to do.
Yeah.
Listen, tell Michael not to let the sauce stick. Keep stirring it. Now make sure you leave the house when you make the call. You understand me? You hear me? Call from an outside line. I mean it.
So what does she do after she hangs up with me? She picks up the phone and calls from the house. Now, if anybody was listening, they'd know everything. As soon as I got home, I started cooking. I had to drive over to Sandy's place, mix the stuff once, and then get back to the gravy.
So busy.
Got someplace better to go?
Talk like that.
I gotta go home and get my hat.
Forget your fucking hat. What are you kidding me?
It's my lucky hat. I never fly without it.
Lois.
And because she made the call, the police, they know, and is your lucky hat gonna save you?
Freeze! Don't you move, you motherfucker! I'll blow your brains out!
If they had been wise guys, I wouldn't have heard a thing. I would have been dead.
When was the last time you took a collar?
They turned out to be narcs. They'd been on me a month.
New York State. 25 fucking years. Wow. Is it good?
He was asking her to wash the dishes.
See you in Attica, Dick.
I spoke to Jimmy.
Attica.
He offered to give me some money.
Do I gotta get out of here and straighten out everything with Paulie, or else I'm dead, Karen? Karen finally got her mother to put her house up for my bail, and I was out. Jimmy knew if Paulie found out he was in the drug deals with me, Paulie would have Jimmy whacked even before me. So now my plan was to stay alive long enough to sell off the dope that the cops never found and then disappear for a while.
What was I supposed to do? Karen! They were in everything! That's all the money that we had, Karen! I was dependent on...
They would have found it.
They were gonna find it! Fuck, Karen! They would have never found it! I swear! Oh my
He's going crazy. She's right, they would have found it.
I don't know what else to say. I know
His eyes, just with all the drugs.
I can be trusted now, Paulie. I'm clean. On my kids, I'm clean. Paulie, after what you said, I couldn't come to you. I'm ashamed now.
No, you're just scared for your life.
You're all I've got, and I really, really need your help.
It really messes with my brain that this is all based on true events. Like, it's not fiction, it's real.
Now I gotta turn my back.
$3,200 for a lifetime. Wasn't even enough to pay for the coffin.
If we stay around here, we're dead.
Sobered him up.
Good. Very good. Glad to hear it. Tell him he's got to call me, okay? As soon as you talk to him, he's got to call me. We got to work on this whole thing. It's very important. Listen, I got some beautiful Dior dresses. You want to have them? Pick out a few for yourself. Go ahead, sweetheart. I'll see you.
Thanks, Jim.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
What is it? That looks really fishy. What is it?
The box open. Lock the window.
I'll come back later!
He was gonna get you killed.
Karen? What happened, Karen?
I just been scared. It's okay.
You alright?
Yeah.
Now she's gonna listen to him, she's gonna run away.
If you're part of a crew, nobody ever tells you that they're going to kill you. The murderers come with smiles. They come as your friends. So I met Jimmy in a crowded place we both knew. He wanted to make sure I wasn't tailed. He was jumpy. Jimmy was trying to sense whether I was going to rat him out to save my neck.
The kid turned out to be a rat. As soon as he got pinched, he ratted everybody out. He ratted us all out. Would you have a problem going with Anthony on vacation? He'll take care of it.
Jimmy had never asked me to whack somebody before. That's when I knew I would never have come back from Florida alive.
That's what I was thinking too.
I don't want to go any place that's cold. You really don't have a choice in that matter.
What about my parents?
What about them?
Don't I have some kind of contact with them?
No.
No.
Witness protection?
Maybe
I
something
can't
can
do
be worked
this.
out.
I can't do this, Henry. I can't. You need Henry. You don't need me, right?
That's right. And frankly, I don't care whether you go or not. The only way they can get to him is
They'll try to get to you.
Getting to your kids. If he goes into the program, forget about
Exactly.
it.
That's some real fucking crooks. Whoever sold you those suits had a wonderful sense of humor.
It was easy for all of us to disappear. My house was in my mother-in-law's name, my birth certificate and my arrest sheet. That's all you'd ever have to know I was alive.
Please let the record reflect that Mr. Hill has identified the defendant, James Conway.
So he didn't kill Jimmy, but he ratted him out, told the police about him.
The record reflects that Mr. Hill has identified the defendant, Paul Cicero.
And him too?
Anything I wanted was a phone call away. Free cars, the keys to a dozen hideout flats all over the city.
When I was broke, I would go out and rob some more. We ran everything. Everything was for the taking.
Oh, he's talking to me.
I have to wait around like everyone else. Can't even get decent food. Get to live the rest of my life like a schnook.
Do you get to live the rest of your life? Paulie, he died in prison. He was 73, that's what it said. And when he was talking to Henry, he was talking about that other guy who's in his 70s. He's in prison, he's gonna die in prison. And he was like, I don't want to be like that. Probably put that in the movie because he died in prison like that. Maybe that's why they put that dialogue in the movie, but it's just very ironic. Do you know how they say that truth is sometimes even stranger than fiction? One of the examples, this was a really bizarre story, and if it was fiction, you wouldn't think much of it, but because it's based on a true story, it's just like, I don't know much about mafia stuff, but the Godfather movies, those were also, those were not true stories, but they sort of depicted the life of the mafia bosses or something like that, depicted the very real things that would happen, I think. But because because the story wasn't true, it was fiction, you just look at it and you're like, yeah. But with this one, because again, they said based on true events, it just makes it even more crazier that actually happened. I knew things were going really good in the beginning, so I knew things were going to get really messed up by the end. But I really thought that these guys, they were going to kill each other or something like that. But this makes more sense, because if they killed each other, then how would we know that story in such details? We know it because Henry went to prison, Henry went under witness protection and spilled the beans, basically told everybody everything. That's why we know so many details. If they killed each other, that would not have happened. In fiction, maybe people would have died. The most messed up part about when I watch stories like this, for me, is the kids who are born into these things and they get involved in this stuff, in this life, involuntarily. They're not given a choice. Like his two daughters, they had to put up with all of this, and then the father was in witness protection, they got divorced, and they had to go in hiding and whatnot. Just this risk of bad guys coming to kill them. Yeah, when kids get involved, it just makes me mad. Like, you chose this life, but your kid did not choose this life. Why would you bring a kid into all of this? But yeah. But for them, it's not a bad life, so they will want their kid to have the same life too. I don't know. Can't make any judgments, can't say anything from their perspective, so I won't. Joe Pesci's character, Tommy, he was very aggressive, always ready to fight. So when they were talking about how he was being made a member, I think, and saying that they could just do anything, they could kill anybody, they could say anything, whatever, they could just do whatever they want to do, basically, except kill a fellow member. I was thinking, he already does whatever he wants to do. He's killing people everywhere. He even killed that guy in the beginning that he should not have killed. So if he's given that much power, I couldn't even imagine what he's gonna do with that power. So I was kind of relieved that they killed him instead. And I think if Paulie did not turn his back on Henry at the end, which in his mind was the right choice given the situation that he ended up being in, even after Paulie telling him not to do that, all of that stuff. But if he accepted him back, tried to help him out of that situation, or if Jimmy tried to help him out of that situation instead of trying to kill him, which of course he wanted to do that because he could have talked about Jimmy and then Jimmy would have been in trouble. But if those two actually tried to help him out of that situation, I think he would never have told the police anything. He went into witness protection because he did not have any choice left. He had nowhere else to go. He knew he was going to die. So that was the only thing that he could do to survive, to stay alive. But those were bad guys, so I don't mind that they got caught. The only time I was actually really scared in this movie was when Jimmy told Karen that I have some Dior dresses, and then he sent her down the road, and I was like, because after a few moments you start looking at it like, okay, this is really fishy. Even she was going like, this is really fishy, what is he doing? And then we see what was inside the shop, and he was like, go in. And I was so scared for her that she was gonna die. But she was smart, and she got out of there. She was really smart. But yeah, that was the only time that I was scared about someone dying. Also, that guy, Spider, who was serving Tommy drink, and he told him to, go. I was scared that Tommy was gonna kill him, and he did. But I was more scared for Karen. My heart was beating faster than usual. I was like, that was one moment in the movie where I was actually scared. I was happy that she did not actually die. She's smart. Such a crazy story though. The robberies, they were just mind-blowing. The way they were, with the airport, with that one scene where he just took the key from the guy who was working at the airport, who was working as security from midnight to 8, and they just took the key, went in there, and came out with a bag full of cash. Like, how is that so simple? How was it so easy for them? That was crazy. I guess things would not be that easy today because there are security cameras everywhere, but yeah, people still do steal things and get away with it, so what do I know? I also could have named the movie Wise Guys. It would not have been as fun as Goodfellas, but it was a great recommendation. Thank you so much for suggesting this, and I hope you enjoyed watching this with me. If you did, please go ahead, like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you soon.